My name is Josephine T, and I'm here at the Coke Foodie Connect with the guys from After the Whistle, okay? I have a podcast called Smyly and KO. How many of you know it? Oh, you can make some noise if you know it. Yeah, okay. All right. So these are the football guys, by the way. After the Whistle is a sports podcast. Over here is Gerald Crack. Introduce yourself. Let them see you.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Say hi, guys.
Hi.
All right. This is KO from After the Whistle podcast. KO, say hi to the people.
Hi.
Please, those of you in the front, you have to pretend like you're interested in us too. Pretend like you're interested in us. Yeah. Make some noise. I love it. All right, and sitting next to me is Smyly. Do you guys remember the Oswald story?
Oh.
Does anybody here remember when Oswald was trending on Twitter? Yeah, Smyly was the one that posted the letter. Everybody make some noise for Smyly. Those of you in the back, don't look at the chichinga. Make some noise. Hey, Kojo Ginger. I don't cry for normal person here. Okay, anyway, guys, we're going to have a short discussion here today. You know, it's Coke Foodie Connect. We're talking about football, okay? Now, today, the conversation we want to bring to you guys is what's happening to our national team? Why can't we bring home a trophy? So that's what we're going to be discussing. If you have any input or insights, you can raise your hand and come for the microphone. Okay? So, Crack, I'm going to start with you. You are in a Ghana jersey.
Error.
And the Ghana jersey, seems like you still have a lot of faith in our team.
Come on, Black Stars, Ghana.
Where are we going?
Number one Patriots.
Home. No. Oh, we're going straight to the top.
Black Stars, we go do.
Black Stars, do or die. Yeah, what do you think our problem is? Me, at least, the last time I thought I had a lot of hope was that since 2008.
2008.
2008. When did you lose hope?
I think, let me see.
Are you doing mathematics?
No, I'm trying to.
What do they calculate like that? It's simple.
No, when did he get knocked out of the AFCON?
Oh, that was like last week.
No, not last week. Like before the World Cup.
Before the World Cup.
Comoros won.
The Comoros won.
2020.
That's 2022, right?
2022.
Yeah.
January 2022.
So 2022 was the last time you had faith. What was giving you that faith? Because as of 2022, we did not make the.
I mean, 2022, we still had a lot of like Kubolos in the team.
What does that mean?
Yeah, like a lot of suffering. You know, when adversity and suffering, it brings success. You can understand. We have too many Dadabas in the Black Stars team. Too many fresh.
So you actually believe that Dadaba people was ruining the team?
Oh yeah, it's part.
Which players are Dadaba?
They are not hungry.
Which players are Dadaba?
Oh, a whole lot. Our striker in the first game.
Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah, no, Semenyo, Inaki, the young boy, was it the young guy that was striking wearing the number 7 jersey?
Bukari.
Connects Doffer.
Oh hell no! I mean,
What's the correlation? If you are Dadaba, what's it like?
you lose the fear factor. You understand? Like back then, look at John Boy's face. You understand? You look at Stephen Appiah, you look at John Boy, you look at.
Are you saying you need to be fearful?
Yes.
And what's that gonna do for you in the game?
It put a fear of God in your opponent. Look at Laie Kingston. You understand? Like when you see back then, when you see Muntari.
Let me help Crack out. You see, when you're hungry and you know that your next meal depends on how you play, when you're going in for a 50-50 tackle, you're not going to pull out. You're going to go all in because you know that you have to win the ball.
Wait, don't they get paid regardless?
See, back then, people use Black Stars to get better teams. I know these guys are making the money outside Black Stars. So when they come here, they don't have enough.
Oh, they don't give their best.
No.
Oh,
I said
okay.
put 11 local players on the pitch. They'll qualify.
Cool down.
11 local players.
Cool down.
Do you have any suggestions for us?
I beg.
Oh, they can do better than they did at UDEMS. I'm telling you.
Smyly, you don't have any.
No local players. Our local league is terrible. We can't,
Really?
Yeah, it's been terrible for the past 15 years. Thanks to Kwesi Nyantechi. I know people have been asking for him to come back, but it's the worst thing that could happen to our football right now.
Why do you say that?
Everything you see wrong with our football right now, it started with Kwesi Nyantechi. But people don't see it because at the time things were still good. But we were going downhill at the time. But we hadn't hit rock bottom.
Beginning of the end, basically.
It was the beginning of the end.
But I've seen a lot of discourse online that begs to differ.
You see, here's the thing.
I saw, Paul Adumatri was doing a little table.
That is why we have the kind of situation we are in. Ghanaians, someone comes and show us shege. Now they compare shege to shege, and they say this shege was mild, so we prepare this mild shege. Why don't you do without shege?
Shege is important. If you don't see shege, like nothing is happening. Really. But I just saw recently that somebody has been replaced on the board that's going to be helping select the new coach. I think Data Bank CEO.
The whole process in itself is a sham, because the amount of people, the required people that you need on that type of board are technical people, and these are people who basically like football or are close to the president.
People like us.
Yeah, basically, if you give us a chance.
So you think you can be on that board and do a good job?
100%. That's not what I
The
hear.
people on the board don't have more qualifications to be there than us. So
Really? What qualifications do you need?
one person is a CEO of Data Bank. There was this guy. I don't want to name names because maybe
Go and do your Google.
but what do you? But another guy was a lawyer.
Okay.
He's just a lawyer.
So legalist, legal issues.
Looking for
This is a technical post.
Yeah, it's a technical post. You go, you don't just go.
Tell me, what are the qualifications? You must you have played football before? Must you have done like a coach job before? You can be on the board to select Ghana's next coach. What are the qualifications?
For me, I don't think it's like it should be a list of things that you have to tick all the boxes. But at least you should have one of those things. Maybe you should have experience in football, whether as a player or as a coach or as and
That's playing FIFA games.
like that one. There, everybody.
Like the boys here all go fit
Boys they play FIFA and things.
So does that make that a qualification?
No.
But Joseph,
Actual experience in
But
football.
Joseph, look at haircuts. Look at the situation of data banks. People not getting their investment money.
So-
This guy is not even successful. This guy is not successful in his own field. Somewhere where
Wait. That one is like at a large level. The haircut thing doesn't have to do with just this bank. Like, why you?
it's a failure there. Do you think, he's gonna fail? He's a failure.
That's macroeconomics.
It's a failure. He will fail here too. We know why he's here. He will fail here too.
Really?
You
I
will.
see. Kim, I think you wanted to say something.
No, see, the way that the board was set up in itself, like you said earlier, is a technical thing. You need to be able to bring people who have that type of experience, that type of exposure, that type of presence in even some instances.
How
Because
many people are supposed to be on the team?
I think it was a committee of 5 people.
5 people.
Five people.
Okay, if you're putting your dream team of 5 people together to get us a coach.
I'm not in football. I'm just a watcher. I'm an observer.
Well,
From the sidelines.
Okay, I have one.
Crackers, yeah.
Alaji Gruza.
Alaji who?
Alaji Gruza.
Tell us who is he and what does he do and why will he be a good
King
selection?
Faisal.
Okay.
He's a no-nonsense man. Even
What
though
is
he's
his
corrupt
team's position on the local league?
or relegated,
They be relegated. So what will he be doing for
he
us?
has experience at least.
Experience doing what?
See,
you just said the guy that's managing the bank has failed. So what's he doing there?
I would rather take somebody who has failed in football than somebody who has no knowledge and failed in business. What are you coming to do here? Pay me to do the job. Maybe I don't have enough funds to fund my own team, but I have the expertise.
Okay.
You understand? Bring Alaji Gruza there.
Who else?
Bring Stephen Appiah there.
Really?
Yes.
Or at least an ex-player should be on it. At least.
An ex-player.
Yeah, for me, like for example, if I'm putting together a committee for this type of thing, if it's like a 5-man committee, I would have like 2 ex-footballers inside, 1 coach, and then 1 football.
One current coach.
Not
or
necessarily
ex.
current, because a lot of our
He has
top
to be
coaches
become
right
a
now,
former coach,
they are out of job right now. Like, I don't know where Kwesi Appiah is right now. I know people don't really rate him, but among our pool of coaches, Kwesi Appiah is probably one of the top ones. So he'll be on the committee, and then maybe some 2 football administrators or something. But not
One
just
team owner. I would like one team owner.
one
to be there.
team owner, yeah. But
The Alaji guy.
Alaji Guza. But just a bunch of random guys, just like us. I mean, come on, you're not going to find anybody.
Really? So if you're on the board, if you're on the board, you can't find
Just like Gerald and KO.
Hey, speak for yourself.
No, but for your like ex Black Stars players, right? You are saying Stephen Appiah. Who would be the other person you would want to see on the team?
Sule Muntari.
Muntari, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Sunday there.
Oh, he's coaching. Let him focus on his
I'll
coaching.
put Kojo somewhere there because he's been involved in the business side of football ever since he retired.
Yeah.
And he's also involved in the Juventus Academy that just opened up recently.
Ghana,
So
yeah.
I feel like you have good insights for searching for a new manager.
What about that guy, the one that does commentary now? Is it Sami Kufo or something?
Sami Kufo, he's already on the GFA executive committee. So
He has failed twice.
What has he failed at doing?
Oh,
I mean, he's part of the people who chose the current. Okay, the current coach. There's a lot of politics that went into
he was
choosing
in
it.
the
So
technical
I
team
can't
and he was
blame-
warmed up.
I can't blame anybody because
Oh, yeah.
the current coach. Let me just say, it was order from above.
Oh.
It was order from above.
The same order that took him out.
It was the same order that took him out. as soon as I blow full time, so no, I must get that guy out of here.
But did you see the story where they say he was actually sacked after our first game and they had to intervene? Gabi and Co had to intervene. Yeah.
They sacked
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised.
in the middle of it.
Yes.
Like, so what was the plan?
Like, the drama with that team, man.
I mean, like Ivory Coast also fired their manager after their third game in the recent tournament that has been played. So
And they qualified with the assistant coach.
For you to understand this, right? This was a political appointment.
Okay.
The actual committee did not select the last coach. This one came from the government side because the GFA is supposed to run independent of government. So when the coach failed in the AFCON, they basically told him that we don't need you again.
Okay.
He wasn't allowed to do his job. That's how come you could have people next to the current GFA president attacking, threatening the coach whilst he's trying to create an environment to get his team to winning.
because apparently he was attacked by somebody. Apparently, allegedly. Not me. I talk about that. What I hear for streets. Allegedly,
They said allegedly journalists were attacking them as well.
That's not a general.
wasn't the journalist that I'm addressing. Somebody attacked him verbally after, was it the second game of against Egypt?
No, it wasn't.
No, first game. First game. And apparently that person is a bodyguard
A coach,
of somebody high up in the USA. I'm not naming names, I'm not pointing fingers, but that's what I hear. Not me to come, me I hear for somewhere. I beg.
I see.
We've done the work and he's connected to the GFA president.
He's connected to the GFA president.
Yes.
Please, whatever is being
Allegedly.
said. You see,
not allegedly.
I'd like to distance the After the Whistle podcast from any comments made by Gerald here because
The lights are shining brightly on you.
Yes, or you
whatever Gerald says here, no be we talk about. It be Gerald alone.
Okay.
I go fish show you
An
house.
example.
Okay.
Say me and Sharif, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Let's point at him. That one. There's that one.
Yeah, the bearded guy.
say, and I'm your bodyguard, right?
Okay.
And Sharif goes to attack Smyly, the coach.
Uh-huh.
Is Sharif linked to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Okay, I want to talk about our current formation as it stands, right? You know what I've realized? Over the years, I feel like we never have a good blend of everything. We either have like good strikers, bad defense. We have good defense, no strikers. I don't know what the pro in the middle are supposed to do, We never have the engine. That's where everything. Yeah, we never really have like a solid, it's just always something is missing, something is missing. That's my theory. What do you think with this new team like that we have? What's missing? Because everybody's like, Kudus, yeah, he's doing it. But the defense, I don't know.
What is missing is, I think, the Black Queens should represent the Black Stars.
That's missing. Really? Why do you think that?
They are doing better. They are unbeaten.
Oh, okay.
They are doing very well, smashing everybody 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, but what league are they playing in?
They play the same qualifiers. They are going.
They played against.
It's just the women's. It's just the women's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they are playing in the women's...
But
We're not taking anything away from the.
I try to say the women, there's no competition there. Are you saying they're not?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the people that you want them to come and play as Black Stars
yeah,
against male counterparts.
yeah.
I see.
At least when you give them half of the pay, you give Black Stars, it'll be worth it. Even if they are smart, we still see some enjoyment and excitement.
Half of the pay. Why is not the same pay?
Smyly can answer that.
Pay equality is very important. If you are asking them to come and take over the role, why are you saying half of the pay?
No, I'm saying even if,
Why are you saying even if? Even if what?
because in terms of sponsorship and everything, you don't think maybe they might get the same thing as the male when they are going to face the male, unless they have to.
Not if they are now. They are now the national team, like the number one. Not just.
No, but honestly, all jokes aside, contrary to what people think, I think we actually have a very good balance of players to select from right now. The main issue is from the coaching and other external factors. I feel like in defense, if they are organized better, we would see better results. In midfield too, we have options where some of our best options in midfield aren't being selected for political reasons or reasons not related to football. We have some of our best midfielders who haven't played for the team in years. Alfred Duncan of Fiorentina.
And they are still on the team.
They don't get called up anymore.
Okay.
Alfred Duncan is one. Bernard Mensah is another one. Like, we have a number of good players who they are not being called up to the team.
But when you say political reasons, what is that? Like, I saying,
let me say this. I think Black Stars
It's on the record. You are saying this.
this is what we have to talk about. Black Stars is probably the most disorganized national team.
are you sure?
It's one of the most disorganized national teams in football.
Oh, you know what? What Smyly said was that we are the most disorganized team, national team, right? And then you are saying corrupt.
It's all part of this.
All in the same bracket.
It's the same brackets. The disorganization is in what? Selection, coaching.
If your budget, if your budget is more than the price you are going to, the prize money, what are you trying to tell me?
Let's take it back to yesterday.
Well, I mean, let's take it back to yesterday. What happened?
We went to the World Cup and crashed out. We were given prize money because we participated.
Okay.
That money is supposed to go to trickle down from the national team all the way down to the local leagues, right?
Okay.
That money was about $7 million or so. That money had not yet been dispersed. When AFCON was coming up, because that was less than 24 months, the GFA now goes back to government to tell them that give us this entire prize money. So
Even before anyone has been played.
Before anything has been kicked, before any flight has been booked. And mind you, the AFCON that we went to, CAF, which is the continental body,
Right.
is taking care of the players' transportation, is taking care of their accommodation and all that. Right? We as a nation deem it fit that we want to do higher. We want to be the big boys, but we're not anywhere near the big boys.
Okay.
So that money, which is I think marginally less than the amount,
$7 million.
the $7 million, the total prize pot for the AFCON, should we have won it, should have been just around that.
It's 7 million.
And we asked for the $7 million from the World Cup plus more to take us there to try and win it. And then we crack
With our track record, it's not like we've done it before easily recently.
40 years.
Let me break
40 years since we last won.
How they make money.
Okay.
Somebody has to book the hotel.
Okay.
His money is there. If they use the cap hotel, nobody will get money. If they use cap transportation, nobody will get money. If they use the airline, nobody will get money.
So it's all the middlemen.
Thank you. And the middlemen are from
They all are
association.
small.
And right now, some of the sports ministry and the GFA right now, they are one. They are twins.
Okay.
So they are in this, they are co together. So right now, you can't even separate them. They are not separate entities. Because why are you telling me that we camped? You wanted to camp in South Africa in the cold weather when you are playing in heat.
Yeah, I heard that didn't happen for them, right?
And you went to camp in Kumasi, but why are you telling us that you spent $3 million
To sleep in Kumasi.
Kumasi, what did you go and do there? From Kumasi to Ivory Coast, you got knocked out. You spent $3 million. $3 million.
And to put it in context,
I'm sorry. This is a revelation to me.
to put it in context, Nigeria's budget for the tournament was $1.2 million. Ghana's budget was $7 million.
They are more corrupt.
How are you out corrupting Nigeria?
Oh, and they're still in the league, right?
And they're still in
They're
it.
still there.
And their 1.2, and their 1.2 actually contains arrears owed
To them.
coaches and players. So you understand? So technically they might be even getting 600,000. So the idea is when you win the money, they take it. The South Africa FA met the South African team and said, look, we don't have money for you. We'll just take care of you. Go and win the 7 million and share it amongst yourself. They are still in it. You are paying 30,000 appearance.
That's the incentive.
Appearance before they kick boy, you are giving them money.
Wow.
I mean, this is all revealed after the fact because prior to us going, when we're asking for a transparent working, like let us know the budget you are taking to the competition.
Right.
They said no, it's a rolling budget. After we are there, we will spend.
We went to open budgets. Yeah, we went to open budgets.
The whole point of a budget, the whole point of a budget is to know what you are going to spend ahead of time.
Right.
They said no, they'll tell us after. How does that make sense?
And they told us that the budget that they were supposed to take to South Africa is the same money they are going to use to stay in Kumasi. It's the same thing.
Same.
Passion ethic is the
I feel like some of these things. I feel like some of these things, it has been going on for so long that it is so normal, you know.
But
So
it's sickening. It's sickening.
it is
And
sickening.
that's why when people want to do revisionist history with Kwesi Nyantakyi, it annoys me.
Right.
Because back then, when inflation wasn't even high, when AFCON wasn't even 7 million, we were spending 3 times the money to go to AFCON and not win it.
And how were we funding that? Taxpayers' money?
Yes. And people tell you they get sponsorship from your GMPs.
Okay, so I want to move into some of the, I would say, top 5 fails of the team this time around when they went to play the game. Okay, I think we played 3 games in total, right? Top 5 for me, one of the number one there is when that keeper he caught a one and he left it.
He's a special case. He's a special.
What was all of that about? And somebody was even telling me that he's been on reserve for a while. So he's not 2 years.
He's a third choice keeper for his team in the South African League. And the 2 keepers ahead of him didn't get called up for their own country. But we called up the third choice keeper in the team and gave him the captain's band. That's how ridiculous.
He got selected.
Why?
Because the person who influenced the coach in selecting him said that he's a lucky goalkeeper.
Yeah, because TB Joshua Spirit spoke to him.
What do you mean he's a lucky goalkeeper? Like I said,
No, let me inside. Let me inside.
Once
Let
he's
me
in the
inside.
boys,
Everything he touches turns to gold, apparently.
TB Joshua told.
no, but if he was lucky, why is he number 3 on his own team?
TB Joshua told
Question
us
for the gods.
in his sleep. Yeah, that this keeper is a lucky keeper. When he stays in
Has
school,
he?
we are
Has
winning.
he ever played with a team before?
Oh yes, he has.
And what happens? Like he's lucky.
And we failed.
We failed.
Yeah.
We haven't won anything. We haven't won anything.
Joseph, we haven't won in 40 years.
That's what I'm telling you. What is going on there? Anyway, top 5 fails. Me, I've said my own.
The day are you?
Charlie, why you
The
start?
day are you going? The day are you playing 45 minutes to break a record when you can even use 30 seconds to break the record? Jordan, are you? Jordan, are you playing 90 minutes in 2 out of the 3 games?
A lot of people say they shouldn't have started at all.
Bukari coming in to repeat the same mistake in Akide.
But that was the Egypt game, right? Yes.
I only have one.
What's the other one?
We have failed Mohamed Kudus
Really?
as the burgeoning star on this team, right? To crash out the way that we did,
Yeah.
and all the senior players allowing him, or not even allowing him, or expecting him, or pushing it on him to go and face the media to tell them that he is sorry that the team has failed. That in itself is like.
But I saw a video of the day are you today.
How many days later?
I think maybe they did that because he won man of the match. So it's like he's already there with the press.
Look, why is this guy telling us that he will give his all? His all to who? You know what I mean?
He's given enough. It's okay. Like, we are grateful.
No,
You
it's
just
okay.
step
He
aside.
said he's taking on the blame.
He has done
We
enough.
thank him for everything he's
You
done.
been playing for Ghana since you were 18. Why? Come 2008, you were there.
So
Why?
So was you guys expecting him to retire?
Yes.
We will retire him if he doesn't want to retire.
Really? Wait, how old is he now?
Throw powder, put your top.
I mean, on paper, he's about 34.
34 on paper. When do people typically
I mean,
retire?
he was born in France, so.
I feel like Richard Kingston and them people, they were older. Or
Speaking of it, some of the Black Stars players haven't retired.
they are still playing for the.
No, but they haven't retired.
No, they're not playing. But they haven't
retired.
They haven't announced that.
Yeah, that's actually a thing with Black Stars players. They don't actually retire. Like, they just stop playing and you just see them at East Legon playing football as some.
And they start doing adverts.
Yeah, you see them doing adverts, but they don't actually announce that they've retired. They're just waiting. If somebody comes to call them, they are ready to go.
But Daniel Amate did a noble thing. He has retired from Black Stars.
Oh, really? He did a whole announcement.
He said he's not coming back. Like,
Asamoah Gyan's come back is the most funniest thing that I ever saw. But
Coming back to what? I remember he was training ahead of this.
Ahead of the World Cup,
Ahead of
he
the
was
World Cup.
training because he was hoping to get selected.
But he didn't.
And this is somebody who hadn't played football in like 2 years or so.
Legon City, you couldn't even play 45 minutes for Legon City. He was always playing 25 minutes. When you see him back on, no.
Smyly, what's one of your big top 5 fails at this tournament?
Chris Hughton as a whole, like the entire human being, like his decision making throughout, it was very disappointing. I expected more from him because for such an experienced manager, you'd expect him to do more, but he failed completely.
Would you say there's like out of all the bad decisions he made in terms of the what's it called, the
Substitutions
and this, which one was the worst in your books?
Yeah, the substitutions, I think. Because he made some very bizarre substitutions. Like, for example, bringing the DIU on for 45 minutes, substituting Joseph Pinto when he was having an amazing game, taking off, shifting Joseph Pinto, not shifting Joseph Pinto to the left when they saw that he was making a good impact over there. There were so many rookie mistakes that he made that was very surprising to me, basically.
Do you think that the assistant coaches and the technical team get to have a say at all, especially with him?
I mean, before the tournament, he was asked directly whether there's any influence on his selections or anything. And his answer was that the only people who can influence his selections are his assistant managers. So once he said
that's where the control is, then,
once he said himself that they can influence, they can't be given a pass over everything that's happened. They also have to be in the firing line.
But I don't see a lot of outrage for them. But it's all targeted at him.
Let me give an example.
Okay.
You were leading 2-0. 89th minute. You had almost 7 defenders on the pitch and still ended up not winning the game.
My theory is that no matter what lead the Black Stars have, until the whistle is blown, it doesn't mean anything.
You the influence man.
Yeah, because they can literally mess up a 3-goal lead. I'm telling you, even if it's like 87th minute, if it's not 90th and your whistle has not been blown, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah. But anyway, guys, so that's basically our conversation for tonight. Talking about Black Stars and all that's been going on. Can you guys No. Can you guys let the people know where to find your podcast? How often you guys release?
You can find us on Instagram and on Twitter. I can't say X. On Twitter, it's ATW Podcast GCR. On TikTok, it's After the Whistle. And you can find us on every podcast platform, basically. Spotify, Google Podcast,
Apple as well.
Apple, Amazon, everywhere you can find podcasts, you're there. And we also have a YouTube page. That's After the Whistle Podcast. So
when did you start uploading on YouTube?
Talk to admin. Talk to the head office.
Order from above, actually.
We are waiting for one thing and we post.
What are you waiting for? I only saw your videos this year. I was like, hey, these guys are doing videos now.
Yeah, we post once a week.
We'll post one thing.
Once a week, usually on Mondays. Sometimes it can shift to Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
I see. Once again, my name is Joseph NT from Sincerely Accra with the ATW guys. Thanks for having us, guys.
Thank you.